Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. It is good to be back. Time for another one of these Alphastar 1 vs 1 replay casts. Alphastar, of course, the AI. In this game, it's going to be playing Terran, taking on a Master Zerg, which is actually a match I'm really excited to watch because, to be honest, we have seen Alphastar kind of just get wrecked by Grandmaster Zergs a fair few times when it plays Terran. Just doesn't seem to have a very good concept of playing the late game or anything like that. And so I thought, okay, how well does it hold up against a Zerg player who maybe hasn't reached Masters? Does it still have an issue versus Zerg? Or is it just issues playing against, like, very high-level Zergs? And anyway, this is not going to be a normal game. Alphastar is getting done dirty, as per usual. This poor AI is just getting proxy hatcheried by this Master Zerg. I mean, this isn't the most common build versus Terran, but it's something that can definitely catch a Terran off guard every now and then. I don't know if it's going to catch Alphastar off guard, as it usually does scout. But we shall see here. What sort of cheese is this Master Zerg going to be cooking on up? Now, yeah, this hatchery on the way, pool on the way. So yeah, just a bit of a dirty cheese. Technically, it's a hatchery first, so you could argue this is a macro opening for the Zerg, but I don't think it's gonna stay that way for too long. Alphastar is gonna be scouting out with this SCV here, and then it's gonna get to the Zerg's base and be like, that's not right. That's gonna be a little bit worried too. So we'll see how it reacts. It's already thrown up its command center on the low ground, which is going to make life a little bit hard, seeing as how that hatchery is just about done. And as per usual, just while the game's starting to heat on up here, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to press that like button. I know you guys have really been blowing these videos out of the water, and so it's really great to see. But yeah, press that like button. Let's try and hit. The clock is currently at 12, so 12 likes on this video. You guys said I was being too greedy with like 30, so we'll just take it back down to 12. And of course, if you are new to the channel, you enjoy these Alphastar videos, I encourage you to subscribe because I put up one at the moment pretty much every other day, and then a lot of other Starcraft 2 content. Now, let's get back into the game here as we focus. These couple of lings coming on in. Alphastar is micro and its marine back, but it looks like that is going to die. So SCV has now been pulled off the line versus just a handful of lings, just a couple of lings. But there's going to be a lot more coming Alphastar's way now, I feel. Alphastar is trying to get up a bunker. This SCV is under fire, very smartly targeted by the Master Zerg. And Alphastar is going to try and resume building that, but for now, seeing as how it went right into a reactor, seeing as how it actually just started up a tech lab, it's got no units to deal with these couple of lings, so it's actually just saying, right, I need to get up these add-ons now. Those first couple of lings killed the Marine, killed 3 SCVs, which is really quite nice. Now we'll see what is Alphastar going to go for after this. It turns out, Alphastar, when getting cheesed by a Zerg, elects to build a Cyclone, which is an interesting choice. The bunker is getting secured here with some Marines starting to back it up. It dropped its mule on the low ground. I don't know how long that's going to work here because a Queen and Ravagers are now marching towards Alphastar's base. The SCVs are going to start skedaddling. Not all of them are going to make it, though. There's already been a few picked off. The command center is the target for now, but I imagine the Zerg player is going to try and break into Alphastar's base. What is Alphastar doing? It's sending its command center the other way right now. This is really bizarre. It's going to float towards this hatchery. All the while, these supply depots, the reactor getting bombarded. Not 3 Ravagers, 4 Ravagers for this Master Zerg, which absolutely just tears through buildings. Meanwhile, Alphastar's command center is kind of just floating on over, doing its thing. The Overlord has been locked on by the Cyclone. Once there's no high ground vision, the cheese can be shut down. Alphastar has kept its reactor alive, which is nice. It gets another one of the Ravagers, but its command center is still just going. It's going. Top right, it says, right, I'm out of here. My people need me. It really likes building in that top right corner. We see the bunker hasn't been broken yet. A supply depot and the reactor do go down as the Zerg commits to more Ravagers, but Alphastar is still just floating his command center over. It just has it's just the definition of fuck it, I'm out of here. Pardon my French. We take a look. Starport on the way here for Alphastar. Got this Cyclone that's going to lock onto that Overlord Siege Tank, firing away there. And then Reactor on the way as well, so that's having to be rebuilt. But so far, Alphastar seems to be holding, but its command center is actually under fire here too by this Queen. Is this Queen gonna kill the command center? Oh man, this is not gonna be good of Alphastar. This is like the biggest AI derp ever. Oh no. It's like, I'm gonna build some SCVs in the top right-hand side of the map. That seems like a good idea. Meanwhile, the command center is now burning down. The Queen, she might actually kill this. Okay, SCVs are gonna repair it, and now it's heading back. Oh my god. Okay, we take a look. Ravager's trying to breach this location again. The Zerg player has still been committing to this, but he's got up to 30 drones, so his economy is doing alright. Certainly better than Alphastar's, who has a command center that I think is actually gonna die to this one Queen. It's locked in on its main base. It is still holding off the attack, but I mean, like, it's actually gonna lose this command center. This is ridiculous. The Queen. This Queen, she is a legend. Talk about female empowerment as this Queen taking on a command center herself. That thing's just burning down now. A Banshee is out for Alphastar, but there's no cloak for it, so it's just kind of derping around and getting shot. And ladies and gentlemen, I think I have just delivered upon you another one of these derp games, as Alphastar is going full derp here. That command center is gonna burn down, by the way. I think it's got 40 seconds left, or 40 HP. The Lings are ensuring that it can't be repaired, and it does just burn down. All right. Oh, it decides to move it a little bit. It's like, right, it would be better if it exploded over here. Yes, Alphastar, man. Man, what a derpy AI. All right. Marines moving down by themselves, trying to pick off this Queen because Alphastar hates its bio units because it's a robot. And it's still just building up on one base, but the Zerg player is now pretty much saturated on 2, already has Spore Crawlers to defend, a lair done. I mean, he's got a Baneling Nest on the way, double Evo, also got this third, even mining that at that a little bit, and he's just kind of like, why is this Terran still in this game? Oh man. I'm definitely gonna cast another do another Alphastar video right after this one because I want to see a bit more of this AI. Now the Banshees, I think they could have taken on that Spore Crawler, but they're afraid of it, so they're not actually engaging into that. There's no other Queens or anything around here, so these 2 Banshees just gonna move across the map. The Zerg player doing the reverse creep spread all the way from Alphastar's natural to maybe connect one day to his own main base. And this Queen, she has traveled far away, all the way back home. These 2 Lings still just hanging out here for the Master Zerg. These Banshees for Alphastar are cleaning up creep. Alphastar is on one base, 8 minutes into the game, is securing up its main base, or a natural, I guess. It's not really secured, but now I think it's gonna move down. Supply, interestingly enough, is actually in the lead for Alphastar, but I think that's all going to change when the Zerg player really gets producing. For now, he's just having a field day, droning up, making Spire, getting 1-1 upgrades on the way. The Banshee will pursue these Ravagers away a little bit, but, I mean, this is not a good spot. Alphastar, with 5 siege tanks, making a 6, is giving it the good old college try. It scans, misses the creep tumors to the right. I know Alphastar has had a bit of a hard time cleaning up creep in the past. It's a little bit derpy, so who knows if it'll even take its natural. Nope, it's not gonna take its natural. Oh my gosh, this AI, it just says right. There's creep over there, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take this base here. That seems like the better choice. Now, Alphastar actually does have a decent army here. I mean, this is 6 siege tanks, Banshees, and Marines. Kind of like a super one-base push. Now gonna be attacking this location. I think the Zerg player would be wise just to abandon this. The Banshees could maybe pursue these Ravagers. There's really no end here. But, oh, Alphastar eats a corrosive bile, loses one of the Banshees. The drones are evacuating as this base is now under fire. The Zerg player just macroing on up here. Does Alphastar win this game? It would just go to show that Starcraft 2 is just a wild ride. If somehow Alphastar wins this game, it's got up its natural base, I guess, at its 3rd. That's technically its 3rd command center. Meanwhile, this Zerg player says, right, I'm supply blocked. I actually need to make some units. So he fired up a ton of Overlords. Is now starting to produce units. While Alphastar is pushing across the map. I mean, Alphastar has a chance with this one. Look at the supply. It's 30 to 60 right now. As we take a look, these Banelings are now finished on up. Alphastar has got tanks, so they're pretty good at buffering versus Banes. The Banshees can do what they can, but oh, the Banes do get pretty decent connections, even on the tanks. And okay, the Zerg player does just fine. His +1 Banelings really shred into that. The Banshees eat the Crowsabal. This Zerg player was like, no big deal. Just wrecked Alphastar's army. 8 Mutalisk are now on the way here. And with that note, I think Alphastar has got to be toast. Like, that push, the fact that the tanks didn't siege or anything, that really did him in. He's got a couple of Banshees out, but once the Mutas are out, Alphastar is going to have a few Marines to try and deal with that, and not a lot else going for him. He's building a bunker, so he's at least going to have that to help defend versus the Mutas. But this Zerg player is now just going up more and more drones here after what seems like a successful cheese. But he's not moving out with his Mutas. We take a look here. These Mutas, they are just hanging out. Just saying, right, I'm not going to go for the attack. There we go. Now they're going to move out. The Mutts are on the move. As these Mutas now flying across the map. Alphastar, I think, is probably going to die to this. We'll see, though. I mean, crazier things have happened with this AI. 3 Banshees are now done. It keeps building Banshees. It really likes its Banshees as Terran, but I feel like it doesn't need this many. They're really not getting the returns they need. The Mutas are now going to move in for this Masters Zerg player. They're going to start targeting some of these turrets. SCVs are under fire. Alphastar immediately has started up turrets to try and respond to this. These Marines engaging, but there's too many Mutas here. The turrets are getting canceled, and with that, this could just snowball and kill Alphastar here. I mean, the Marines are trying to push back the Mutas. They're trading out, but these guys in the bunker, being lazy, not coming to help out. Alphastar is going for Banshee harassment while this is going on, but it's pretty much completely lost its natural, I guess. It's made a Cyclone, it's got some Marines to help out, but the Zerg player still just on 3 bases, just making more and more Mutas, and I really don't see Alphastar reacting to this. It is actually coming up with a plan. It's on double factory, so it's making Widow Mines. It's building an armory as a response to this and making a Raven. So that's kind of interesting, the fact that it wants a Raven versus Mutalisk. The Zerg player, though, getting up a 4th base. There is currently 14 Mutas out. Alphastar is giving it the good old college try. It's not dead yet. It's really hunkered down. And, I mean, it's got a Cyclone, some Marines. It's going to have Widow Mines out. Where did it park the mines? It's got one here. Is the other burrowed? Where's the other Widow Mine? Where is it? Okay, there it is. Oh, it does actually hit one of the Mutas, so that's not bad. Widow Mines versus Mutas, always a good trade, but we take a look here. There's too many Mutas. An auto turret gets tossed down, but these tanks are toast. The Widow Mine's going to burrow. It's going to get picked off, though. This Zerg player is microing these Mutas just well enough here. Just doing a fine enough job. The Cyclone locks on it, kills a Muta, but it dies. And there's just too much in the skies here for the Zerg. Alphastar is just getting snowballed. I mean, it was really making a game out of this, but the fact that it gets its factory contaminated building a Thor is actually a really cool move here. Widow Mine doesn't even get off as it pops out. Looks like another Widow Mine is on the way, but the Thor gets canceled. It's just bad times all around. Alphastar starts drilling. Claws says, right, my mines are being picked off before they can burrow in time, so drilling claws will solve that. Alphastar, of course, while this is going on, fires up another command center, is building more and more turrets, a plethora of turrets, as its main base is being ravaged, and it's just building, yep, more and more turrets. Why not? Decides to try and build another factory as the Mutas are killing everything. I don't think that's going to check out. A Viking pops out. That's going to maybe help out a little bit. Gonna maybe engage the Mutas. Nope, probably just going to die. Yep, just going to die. Alphastar decides to build another barracks and land its Viking to keep itself safe. The Viking just says, right, the Mutas aren't going to attack me if I'm on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just hang out there. And the Viking does die. The SCVs are kind of running, but they're not really running to the right spot. And Alphastar has built the planetary. It's got a turret up at it. It's building more barracks, so you gotta give it to it. It does not GG. This AI is not a quitter. Its mama raised it right. It said, never give up, never surrender, as it's going for auto turret harassment. 14 minutes into the game. The Zerg player is on 5 bases now, taking out Alphastar's main. Alphastar sends in its Marines, but I don't think there's enough Marines. It's going to pick off 1, maybe 2 mutas, not even 1 muta for all them Marines. It really doesn't have a lot going for it. This has been the slowest death. So, ladies and gentlemen, like this video, as this AI is having itself a real bad time here. But I'm having a real good time casting this. The creep is spreading out everywhere. It really just doesn't give up. It's building more barracks. It's building turrets up. Is it going to start making Marines? Is it going to get add-ons or something? It throws up a 4th command center, so it's really just not giving in. The mutas have destroyed the main base of Alphastar now. Alphastar on 63 supply. The Zerg player says, okay, maybe I'm going to need to use my ground units, as he fires up 15 corruptors. Alphastar not making a single unit for now, seeing as how it's still supply blocked. It has turrets at this base, but only 3, not enough to deal with the mutas. So these SCVs are going to have this base be compromised. Production is trying to get back online for Alphastar, but it's still supply blocked. There ain't enough turrets. This AI actually needs to learn how to GG. Like, it's dead. This is worse than my ladder games. I'm all for never give up, never surrender, but the Zerg player casually floating 4K resources, now making Brood Lords. There we go, GG. Alphastar says, right, that base died. Now it's time. I give up. I surrender. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. That one was a bit of a slow end, but I still really enjoyed casting that. As I said before, if you enjoyed watching it, make sure to press that like button. Of course, if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.